let's start with some big picture data. But the takeaway is that last year was one of the most challenging years for recruiters in history, 2021. And why is that? Let's look at the data. The jobs recovery in the UK has been strong in many ways, stronger than expected, but it's still incomplete. So in February of 2020, the total employment level in the UK was a little over 33 million. From the ONS, we know now that through 2021, job growth employment, it grew steadily. And in October of 2021, it hit 32.5 million. The key takeaway here is that employment is still over 500,000 short of the pre-COVID mark. So the jobs recovery has been trucking along, but it's still not fully complete. And that's where we kind of break this down into the demand side and the supply side to better understand it. So the first part is demand. Demand for workers is very strong. The UK is experiencing major labor shortages, like the US, like other markets that have employers banging the table for workers, desperate to hire. And when we look at the ONS statistics on job vacancies, they have soared to 1.25 million. And this is 60% above the pre-pandemic level. So labor demand is very strong because the fundamentals in terms of economic growth, in terms of spending, are strong. And why is that? Despite the shock of the COVID pandemic and the recession that it caused globally in 2020, the policy response in responding to the pandemic in terms of lowering interest rates, in terms of fiscal stimulus, was very aggressive, much more aggressive than the last recession, the global financial crisis of 12, 13 years ago. And during that recession, we did not see the same bounce back in labor demand like we see here, where there's just very aggressive hiring attempts by employers. So that's the demand side of this. What about the supply side?